Hey there, starlings. Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess from Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and start into your power. For those of you who have never been here before, welcome. Thank you so much for being here for the first time. For those of you who are returning, thank you for coming back to watch another one of my readings. All right, so we're looking into the divine masculine energies for the month of November 2023. We're going to start off with the aura that is surrounding the masculine collective, what they need to focus on, what they need to avoid, what guidance spirit has for the masculine collective, what their affirmation for the month is, the wellness tip of the month so that it can help them to get back into alignment with a higher vibration or to maintain their alignment with the higher vibration. And we'll also get a message from the masculine to the feminine. All right, here we go. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian Sirians, please reveal to us for our highest good. What is the current aura surrounding the masculine collective? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Now, with these auras, this is about, these colors are tied to certain emotions. All right, that's surrounding this masculine collective. And whatever color comes out, whatever channeling, this could also be very therapeutic in nature. Something about where you need to surround yourself more with these colors or this color. What exactly it is that you may be avoiding or that you need to be cognizant of. How to best deal with whatever emotion this is on top of, certain color meditations. All right, this is what this is best used for. So let's do one more shuffle and we will see what the aura surrounding the masculine collective is. Thank you, Holy Spirit and the Archangels. Oh, this is beautiful. I love this color. Look, guys, it's very similar to my nail color. How freaking awesome is this? We have reflection. You see how the light's already reflecting off of the card here. What's interesting is that I kind of see speakers with this or some pair of glasses that are very fashionable, like they're very different, and I just got that out of nowhere. But it could even be like a microphone or a mirror, right? It's like those mirrors that you put on your vanity, right? And you can flip them. It has a more focused one and a lesser focused one. I think you guys know what I mean. I don't know the name of it, but it's kind of like these mirrors that you put on your vanity, and you either flip one side to look, whether you're tweezing or you're doing your eye makeup and you need a closer view, and the other side has a normal view, right? But there's another one at the bottom of this. So there's something here with this beautiful, it's like a slight baby blue color. I call this cornflower. This is really more about the masculines have this nice blue, cool, calm, collected energy around them. Now, if you are a masculine watching this, or you can even utilize this for your inner masculine. If you're not feeling cool, calm, and collected, and you're not being in the flow right now, having more of this color around you, and it doesn't have to be this exact cornflower blue, guys. It can be a lighter blue. Be careful with the navy blues, the darker blues, because that does tie to suppression of emotion. It does tie to you furthering in, I can't even talk today, you falling further into an abyss, all right? So it depends on your situation. Take it how it fits and be honest with your situation, okay? But the energy right now is this really nice, smooth sailing energy. And what they're doing is reflecting upon their past, their present, maybe thinking about, how far they've come in their journey. They're realizing that the relationships reflect their inner wounds. And they're saying, oh, this is why I went through this. This is why I went through that. This is why I had these relationships. This is why this never really worked out for me. Or I had all this madness, ensuing in my life. Like I kept attracting madness. I kept attracting all this other crazy shit in my life. And they're starting to realize, this all stems from me. Whatever my vibration is what I'm going to be attracting. So this is beautiful because we've seen kind of like red energies from them before, if you've watched my other readings. So it looks like they're putting the fire out, okay? Not the passion for the feminine, not the passion for the fire dealing with the passion for the feminine, not the fire dealing with the passion for their desires, their projects, things that they really love to do that light them up. they're putting out those fires that are tied to dramas, that tie to people who are very low vibrational, people who are not aligned with God fully, people who are just overly materialistic. It seems like there's doing so much reflection on all these types of energies here, about their life's experiences. I see Hermit with this. I see, I heard Twin Flame. That's kind of funny because that came out of nowhere. Maybe they're reflecting on the so-called Twin Flame connection, the actual divine counterpart connection. And they're also, I see the Hangman with this as well. So I see like Virgo energy and Pisces energy with this. But it's really kind of connecting with God. It's like the Ace of Cups energy where they're looking inside that cup and saying, okay, what am I really filling this cup up with? Is it with poison or is it with calming waters? Is it, or somebody, there's something with calming waters for somebody. Maybe it's the name of a candle or something along those lines. Either way, they're getting a lot more wisdom and knowledge by doing this type of reflection. They're really better understanding who they are and who they are not, which is absolutely beautiful. But I feel so much calm and peace with this card here, guys. It's not even funny. And it seems like they haven't really been in this energy either ever or for a long time. So I sense this calmness, this peace, this tranquility with this masculine collective. Now, again, if you're not experiencing this in your life right now, this is a time to do some reflecting based on everything that I had just said. Blue also tends to deal with the heart chakra. I had said heart chakra for a reason because their throat chakra, they're clearing, they're healing, but that's also helping with the heart chakra. And the heart chakra is the third chakra before the throat, okay? Usually when you're healing the chakras, you start from the root up. You start from the bottom up. Because when the root is out of alignment, when the root chakra is not cleared, all of the other chakras are out of whack. So there's something about the masculine's been reflecting on that heart space and filling their heart space with unconditional love, with peace, with compassion. And it's traveling up to that throat chakra to help clear that as well, and to have them be honest about certain things because of the reflection that they're doing about their past, current relationships, the jobs that they choose, what their goals and ambitions are, okay? Being open and honest with themselves, having a talk with God, right? There's a lot of water in this. Some of you may have a lot of water in your chart, or you're dealing with somebody who's strong water. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is really getting down to the depths of things. How are they going to clear themselves? How are they going to be cleaning themselves out? What are they going to be flushing out? They're looking in the mirror and seeing what looks back at them. And they're also realizing that you are mirrors with them. You are a mirror of them. And they didn't see this before. This is for the masculine collective that's had a huge transformation, is what I'm getting. They're letting go of these energies of sadness, of regret, of shame. And really taking a good hard look at themselves and saying, that's not who God wanted me to be. That's not what God wanted in my life, so I can change it up. What am I going to do to better my life, to make it more calm and peaceful, right? And when we look at this, and feminines who are watching this, maybe you need to be doing some reflecting of your own. Why do you tend to bring the chaos that you do? Why do you tend to attract the friends that you do? And these are friends or people, even family members, certain situations where it's not flowy, it's not calm, it's not peaceful. You don't feel at ease. What is it about yourself that you are internalizing, that you didn't clear, that you didn't heal, okay? Like for me, when I was doing analysis, like going into straight hermit mode and doing some self-reflection, doing some Socrates energy, knowing thyself, myself, I realized that there was a pattern with all the guys that I dated. And it stemmed from me, and it stemmed from my own relationship with my own father. When you have the wisdom to do that, and you stop complaining and saying, my God, like, why do I get these types of relationships? Like, there's no, passion there. There's no true happiness. It's just blah, or, I'm taken advantage of. I'm always cheated on. Somebody, gets in my face or whatever, or they're very rude to me, or the love isn't reciprocated, or, the help isn't there. The support isn't there. You don't start blaming everybody and saying, oh, they're like pieces of shit and they're this, and that. That's coming from the ego, because that's you thinking that you did absolutely nothing wrong to attract those people. And I'm not saying that you did something wrong. It's more of that it's all their fault. It's all their fault. It's all their fault. Woe is me. I'm the victim. Until you take a good hard look at yourself and saying, oh shit, I was coming from a place of fear. I was codependent. I was just settling for any dude, any girl, any job, any whatever, right? I just wanted friends around. I didn't want to be alone. I didn't want to do this. I didn't value myself. I didn't know my worth, whatever. And you attract those relationships. You attract those things where it's bad luck after bad luck after bad luck after bad luck, or something along those lines. You start looking at yourself and say, what is this teaching me? How can I better myself and my life in all areas of my life? And when you actually realize the source, the foundation of why you are questioning certain things that you are attracting, it inspires you to change. It inspires you to do better. It inspires yourself to value yourself. It inspires you to value yourself more. It inspires you to value God more, to connect with God more, to understand that you are a child of God and you can operate that way. And have more people who are more divine, in their divine power, come to you. And sometimes it may not always be the case, but you will realize, if I stay in my divinity and I see the divinity in others, I'm essentially not going to have my peace disrupted. I'm going to be in a state of flow and in peace and tranquility and calmness. It's like the Temperance card. It inspires you to better understand other people as individuals and why they do the things that they do. Because you may actually, while you're doing your self-reflection, you're actually peering further into that microscope, analyzing all the details. A strong Virgo hermit energy. What the hell is that? And you start to better understand other people and why they are the way they are. And you gain an insane amount of wisdom by doing that. And sometimes when we're doing some reflection, guys, you're not going to really like what you see all the time. But that encourages you to start to face that truth and start to do something about it. And if you don't like what you see, guys, what are you going to do to change that? So that when you do look into the mirror next time around, you're going to smile and you're going to laugh and you're going to say, you're hot shit. You are the shit. Like, look at you. Look at how far you've come. And sometimes when we're changing for the better and we're healing and we're growing and evolving, it affects our physical appearance. You start de-aging. You start looking younger. You start glowing. You start looking healthier because you are reflecting that back out because of what you are vibrating, what you are doing on the inside. So what important changes are you going to make in your life? What are these mirrors in your life trying to show you? What are you learning? And how are you going to grow from that? It's exactly what I've done. And my whole life changed completely for the better. So this is also about putting some more blue around your house, but the lighter blue, maybe lighter blue pillows. It doesn't have to be this exact color, guys, but if it can be this color, even better. Maybe even because my nails match this card, if you paint your nails, maybe this is the it's by Nails Inc. It's called Space Cadet. I don't think they really sell this anymore, but I know Nails Inc. does have a chrome color in this color blue. It's like a foil color. Maybe you might want to paint your nails this color. I don't know. Just take it how it fits. You don't have to do everything that gets channeled through here. But again, it is free will, but still, it's guidance, right? It's trying to support you in a way. Or you can get flowers this color and put it by your bedside. You can start wearing more blue, guys, because when you wear more of this blue color, it's actually going to affect your aura, your psyche, your emotional state. All right? It'll help you to not be so afraid of going deep diving, going within with that hermit energy, and really starting to realize why your life is the way that it is. Or if you don't like what you see in the mirror, what are you going to do to change that? Because if it's as simple as you guys looking in the mirror, not liking what you see, and that's the thing. You don't like what's coming back at you, which means there's something within you about yourself you don't like. And you need to make the changes necessary to better understand what it is that you do like. Or these things about you that you don't like you don't speak up when you're supposed to. You're afraid of being honest. You are other people intimidate you. You get triggered very quickly when somebody tells you the truth, or you roll your eyes a lot, or you tend to be very fiery and you don't let others speak. It could be a whole bunch of things. You may be self-sabotaging a lot. I'm too fat, I'm too thin, I'm too short. My hair doesn't look like that person's. I'm not smart enough. I'm getting wrinkles. I'm getting old. Like I don't like my smile or whatever. I don't like my eye shape. I don't. This sucks. I don't like this. I don't like this. It's all low vibrational energy. It's all negative. What are you going to do to transmute that into positivity? So wearing blue is going to help you. Eating blue foods is going to help you. Blueberries. What other foods are blue? Why am I blanking? You guys know. Blueberries just came to mind first and foremost. Why am I blanking? I know there's blue corn chips, okay? Organic, whatever. That's going to help you, okay? Especially for this month. Water therapy, visiting bodies of water, spending more time in sea salt baths, taking longer showers perhaps, and just purifying yourself, thinking of that water cleansing off this negativity off of you. Maybe you need to do some reflection by a body of water and meditating, connect to God to be able to see certain things and to be open and honest about what you're seeing, about yourself, about other people, about your life. Maybe reflecting in the shower. I actually do a lot of that. When I take my showers, guys, I'm actually meditating, and I always have music on when I'm taking showers. Always. And God reveals to me a lot of things for my students, for myself, for other people. I get epiphanies a lot because as I'm cleansing, I'm removing all of that so-called debris, all whatever energy I picked up on during the day, to include other cleansing methods that I use. And when I listen to music and utilize water, it's more powerful than just music itself and water itself. I've been spending time more by this lake that's not too far from my house during my walks. After I do my hour walk, I sit by a lake and I reflect on the day. I reflect on, did I miss something today? Did my ego kick in? Did I start to doubt something? Am I starting to fear something again? Like whatever. I get back to center. I get back to God. Some of you need to do some certain routines with doing some more reflection in your life and however possible. But I do have the big guidance here is that working with water and music to do this reflection this month. This tends to always show up in almost every reading I do with this deck. And I shuffled, you saw it. It's disruption. God may be coming in to throw a tower in your life, disrupting something to get you to realize why you are attracting these crazy energies. This is a paying attention card. And look what's after that, anger. You see what I mean? Like, why are you angry? What causes you to get triggered? Why do you get flustered very easily? Why are you dealing with people who tend to be angry, who tend to be belligerent, or whatever? It can be anything, guys. That's a hot pink color. We've got hot pink and we've got this really cool soft blue. You see how this pink is attention getting? Right? There's also an energy that's just tying into the bonus reading that I did for November about you know, either the masculines just seeking hot chicks or something, or hot women, hot men, or wondering why they have the need to go after those types of people who look like that. And they're also internalizing things where, why is it that with my connections or anything that I do, it seems like it's chaotic? It seems like it's disrupting my life. It's not congruent. It's not linear. It's not, harmonious. It's just one thing after the other, and I can't catch a break, and it's not aligned. It is not smooth sailing. It is not calm. It's just all scattered energies all over the place. Why am I living a life like this? What am I going to do to change it? We are all responsible for what we attract in our lives, guys. And sometimes we will attract certain things where they could be tests. People may be coming in to try to get us out of alignment. This is demanding attention for this collective to do some reflection, to be looking in that mirror and asking you those questions, doing those deep dives. What are you going to fill your cup up with? What are you going to pour out? Because it's Scorpio energy, this is doing some deep, intense self-reflection, guys. Some serious hermit energy. You've got to do some self-analysis to better understand, for some of you, why your life is the way that it is. Why it doesn't seem to flow. Why there's no calmness there. This is releasing fear, making bold and courageous moves and saying, what am I going to do to change my life? What am I going to do to make it flow more simply? What people am I going to release? We are still in Scorpio season at the time I'm recording this. What fears are you going to face? What people are going to be removed from your life? What limiting beliefs are you going to continue to follow, or you're going to finally purge those out? This could also be about shiny object syndrome. Some of you may need to do some self-reflecting on why you got to keep up with the Joneses, why you got to get the next best thing. What are you going to do to change that? How are you going to shake up things a bit? What are you going to do to better your life? So for some, the masculine collective, either they need to do this now, or it's you and it's not your counterpart. Or the other group, they have stopped all the chaos and conflict in their life. And they're starting to realize why they're bringing all this madness in their life. If you listen to the song by Dream Theater, This Is the Life, that's going to be a very, very, very significant song for you to reflect on. There's some powerful words in that song, and it is not only the lyrics that are brilliant, the entire composition of that song is brilliant in itself. The guitar playing, the singing, everything is just so cohesive. It helps you. That song helps you to do some serious, deep self-reflection. And this is not about you wishing that you were somebody different, wishing that it would go away. It doesn't work that way. You got to really turn attention to yourself. Look at yourself and say, what am I going to do to change my life, to make it better? What do I really need to pay attention to in the month of November? How can I get my life to be more in a state of flow? How I can open up more? How I can speak up more? What else am I going to do to help with my healing? Because blue is a very healing color. It's the second most powerful healing color after the color green. And again, start wearing more blue, surrounding yourself with more blue, surrounding yourself with more water. Maybe have a water fountain in your room, in your home. Okay? That will help you. Let's see. So what does the masculine collective need to focus on, Holy Spirit, for the month of November 2023? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Woo! We have the King of Wands. Well, okay. I did say something about the passions, putting the fires out. But this is realizing, okay, I don't want to deal with this inferno. I'm going to be igniting the fires that just, it's invigorating. It gets me going. It lights up the world. I'm not going to be dealing with the stuff that tries to burn every bridge or burn everything to the ground. All right. So the focus for them this month is, or for you, for the masculines here, is mastering spiritual growth and understanding that you are the leader in your own life. You are the one that needs to take charge. You're the visionary leader. You have these ideas, you have these goals, you have these ambitions. You're driven by something. Are you tapping into that firepower to make it happen? This is the king that makes shit happen. He knows what he wants and he goes after it. And when he's internalizing and says, I don't want to deal with that, I'm going to take action and nip it in the bud. I'm going to cut that relationship off. I'm going to stop working that job. I'm going to do what really excites me, what I'm really passionate about, what really gets me up in the morning, what really gets my fire going. Like, I become a completely different person when I'm immersed in this stuff. And when you do more of this, the luminosity of your light increases. It increases. It increases. You end up being inspirational for others. This is someone who cares about the welfare of others, and he's such an excellent motivator because he's done this and he wants everyone else to be successful too. But this is more about spirituality because this is Wands energy, creativity, tapping more into God. He is the master of spiritual growth. He is the king of light. What is he going to do to be more in that light? What is he going to do to increase the luminosity of his light? And because it's a king, this is about, I know what that is. I know what to do to keep the light on. I know what to keep myself motivated, which in turn allows me to be leading others to get them motivated, to find their firepower, to find the light within so that it shines out of them. Very charismatic, very powerful speaker. You feel the fire when they speak, when they teach, when they stand there and just in a room and they don't have to do shit and people feel his or her power. All you have to do is look at them. And the people say, they look at you and say, holy cow, dude, who is that? Very confident, very courageous, very ambitious, very driven, very determined. I'm doing this no matter what. I have the power to withstand anything But that's because my spiritual side of myself has grown significantly. I am more spiritual than material. I already visioned that I will be a success, and then it becomes a success. I'm confident in my abilities. I'm confident in the work that I do. I'm confident in my leadership skills. And those who want to follow me will. Those who don't, that's on them. And it doesn't affect him. It doesn't affect him as a leader. He doesn't get self-conscious, and he doesn't start losing self-confidence in his abilities. He knows he's the shit. He knows he's capable of leading others to victory. He knows he's capable of motivating others to do the same. I was going to say elevator. I don't know if somebody's in an elevator. I don't know why I'm seeing that Christian and Anna in the elevator, that scene. Anyway, that's kind of like strong sexual energy right there. I mean, this masculine could very well have this very strong passion, as I said, for the feminine. But it's not coming from a place of lust. Those are two different things. But I also feel that some feminines are really inspiring their masculines to take action because of the feminine's confidence, the feminine's ability to lead. They've inspired them to do the same, which also inspires them to take action towards the feminine, to take action towards the things that they want in life, not just to settle. I said kings and queens don't settle. They don't settle for second best. They don't settle for what they know is not in alignment with what they want. It's like you want a burger and it's like, all we have are like hot dogs. And you're like, okay, well, if I can go get my own burger, I will. Or I'll go to another fast food restaurant and get a burger. You see what I'm saying? I know that's a kind of a weird analogy, but that's what I'm hearing. This king doesn't just deal with any feminine. He wants the feminine. He wants the queen of wands. She's confident, very confident, but not vain, not arrogant, not temperamental, not overly feisty where she's demanding and she doesn't budge because she's got to get her own way. She takes pride in herself and her work. And when she looks in the mirror, she thinks she's hot shit. She thinks she's attractive, no matter what she looks like, and she's not comparing herself to others. That's what the King of Wands wants. A very driven, ambitious, feminine. So the focus here is more about really tapping into this power because you have this within you. You just got to do what is necessary to align with this King of Wands energy. Knowing your potential, how capable you are. You need to step up and lead. You need to take the bull by the horns. You need to go out there with those big cojones because there's Aries energy here, right? There's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There could very well be something in somebody's chart. Their Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is being activated if it's positively aspected. They could have those as their rising signs. There's also something about starting your own business. This is an entrepreneur right here. Someone who's going to be a very powerful leader in the business that they run and what they teach and what they motivate others to do, what they inspire others to do. This person cares about other people's successes. And he will speak his truth and say, hey, if you want to change your life for the better, if you want to things be more of the flow and less chaotic, well, you're going to have to face the music and make some changes about yourself. And we're approaching Sagittarius season. So apparently when Sagittarius season comes on November 25th, all this reflection that this masculine collective is doing is helping them to fuel the fire within them to fully embody the energy of the King of Wands. Oh my God. There's Gemini here too. The Lovers card. Look how beautiful this card is. Oh my goodness. There's a sun behind them. The energy of the sun, the fire power of the sun, which the King of Wands has. Some masculines are visualizing as they're doing the reflecting. No, I want a soul connection. I don't want just any other connection. I don't want just romance, because if you do the work, guys, and you analyze your relationships, because see, this is something about relationships, and this is amazing because Venus is now in Libra. I'm recording this on November 9th. Venus went into Libra yesterday, November 8th. So I said, see, this masculine's been doing a lot of reflecting on the relationships that he or she has had. This passion is tied to the Lovers card. I just don't want to be fueled by the thing in my pants and just go after people because I'm sexually driven. I need to be spiritually driven to have a very harmonious, beautiful, God-ordained connection, a spiritual connection, a soul connection, because they're realizing all those other romances they had, relationships they had, some of them were married and got divorced. They were realizing I was just driven by my wand. That's when the lust changed into the passion for something, the drive, like the true nature of what a beautiful relationship should be. They're better understanding what relationships they want. And remember, this is not just romantic relationships. These are relationships of all kinds. Business partners, because we've got some of them, they're already businessmen or businesswomen. Who do I want to partner with? I want somebody who has the same vision as me. As someone who has the same passion about what I like to do, what gets me going in the day. When you have a relationship with somebody, whether it's a friend, a business partner, or a lover, you become powerhouses together. That energy magnifies. I don't just want any old relationship, because this is also about misaligned values, misaligned goals, misaligned visions. Someone could have a vision of like, I just want to be rich. And the other person's like, no, I want to lead. I want to motivate. I want to be a motivational speaker. I want to empower people. I don't really care about the money because the money will come later, but I'm not driven by money. I'm driven by the light of God. And if you're dealing with a relationship with somebody, they've got that vision of I just want the money, and you have this vision, it ain't gonna work, folks. It doesn't work that way. When you don't have the same passions in life, the same morals, the same values, the relationship is not a true lover's relationship. It's not a true soul connection. You gotta have that light go off in your soul with whatever it is. And when you're dealing with somebody who has that same type of light go off, with that same type of drive, that same type of passion for whatever it is, that is when you get the love of a lifetime. That's when it becomes harmonious. That's when it becomes valuable and an inspiration to others. That you can have that type of relationship too. But you've got to do the work. You got to achieve that mastery. But there's been a lot of reflecting on connections. And why did I say twin flame? I said divine counterparts. It's right here. I said they've been reflecting on the connection with their counterpart. And all other connections that they've had before you, after you. And they're starting, I want this. I want peace, harmony, tranquility. I want this state of euphoria. I don't just want somebody that I can have sex with, that I can have fun with, that there's just romance there. I want a soul connection. If you look at them, look at how they're looking at each other in this card. Look at how beautiful this is. Look at that. Do you know how much peace I get by looking at this card alone? This is why it's confirming some of the masculines here, they're at peace. They know that you're their counterpart. They understand this connection. They've went through a lot of reflecting, and they're doing a lot more this month to better understand this connection with you. And they want this very badly. They want you very badly. They want this connection very badly. It's very, very strong. It's very potent. And it's not just the passion that they have for you, the sexual energy they have for you, because the passion here is strong beyond measure. Okay? They want nothing more than to spend the rest of their lives with you. Because they see this connection for what it is. No more just casual relationships. No more just relationships in general that have no value, no meaning. Because they were dating people. It's the same thing with some of you feminines. You were in relationships with people where you didn't have the same morals and values. I am guilty of that myself. You don't go on dates and say, hey, what are your goals? What are your visions? What lights you up? What are you passionate about? What does your future look like? Like, what do you want to do in life? I know I've never had a conversation with anybody in my life about that, especially when I'm dating somebody. I end up discovering just with my person what he was passionate about because I was observing things. And he and I have the same type of passion for music. Like, it's insane. That's what strongly connects us. But we don't go around sitting there, going out at the dinner table, jogging in the car, whatever it is, talking about goals, ambitions, and morals and values. And then we start ending up in relationships with those people, with the wrong people. We marry the people who are not this. It's not a soul connection. They don't have the same morals and values. They don't have the same passions. They don't have the same goals and ambitions. A true divine relationship can't work without that. Some of you are still in these relationships where it's not working out because you're not aligned. You are misaligned with what a connection should be. Misaligned with God, misaligned with the soul. This is about making choices. Do you just want romance or do you want a soul connection? Someone who's going to take the lead, who's going to inspire you while you inspire them. Someone who has some similar visions as you do. You guys are powerful together and you're not codependent on each other. There's no codependency in a lover's connection, guys. None. Even in a business partnership. You've got your talents and skills, your creative abilities, they've got theirs, and you merge the two and you build something off of it. And you're not looking at yourself like, oh, mine's not good enough. Oh, I'm not as smart as that, my business partner, or even my person, right? Everybody has their own abilities, their own gifts, their own strong suits. It's having that confidence within yourself without seeking the validation outside of yourself to feel confident, to feel better, to be successful. You define your own success. You don't need a romantic partner, somebody else, to determine your success, to tell you how fucking awesome you are. You don't. You don't need that. It's codependency. So this masculine here, he's ready to go. He's focusing on taking action and getting the sacred union started. This divine union. Because he sees this connection for what it is now. Look what's at the top of the deck. It's the Queen of Coins. He's been inspired by how patient she's been, how nurturing she's been. She doesn't seek validation outside of herself. She's the minor arcana of the Empress. And I'm going to say, because this came up in a Capella member group session, if you're interested in joining Capella member group sessions, because I do counsel the other counterparts, I had a huge epiphany stating that the Queen, the feminine, doesn't fully become the Empress until the Emperor takes action and goes after her. She embodies the energy, she integrates the energy, but when she gets the quote-unquote title of the Empress, it isn't until the masculine comes in as the Emperor, Divine Masculine Christ, the feminine relinquishes the baton, she steps down from her leadership role in the spiritual to pass it on to the masculine in the physical. And that's when she fully is 100% as opposed to 99% divine feminine Christ. That is what was given to me. And I had confirmation of some of my members who were watching this. They felt it too. I felt strong surge of energy. I had insane goosebumps. I lit up like a Christmas tree. And I wasn't the only one when I channeled that. He's going after someone who's very intelligent, because there's a fox here. Strategic, sly, not cunning though. She's very witty. But she's very down to earth. She's beautiful inside and out. Her inner beauty radiates outside of her. She's a lover of nature. She takes care of everyone and everything. And she also embodies this King of Wands energy too. She will be intimidating. She will have that firepower. But at the end of the day, she unconditionally loves. She genuinely cares about the welfare of people, about her masculine, about nature, about her mission, about her projects, about what she's here to do. And she's patient with you. She allows you to go explore. She allows you to go make quote unquote mistakes. She allows you to take your time doing some reflecting. That Jason Mraz song, I Won't Give Up. When you're needing your space to do some navigating, I'll be here patiently waiting to see what you find. And part of that navigation, that hermit mode process, is doing some self-reflection, better understanding who you are, what you want to do in your life, and realizing, why is my life like this? Oh, it's because of me, because of my vibration, because of how I see myself, because what I don't like about myself. Why? These connections are serious mirrors. Our relationships reflect our inner wounds. And until you can come to terms with that, you're still going to end up in relationships that have no value, have no merit. There's no soul connection. You can have all the romance you want, but it won't be the true love. It won't be agape level. Agape is higher than eros. Eros is romantic love. So he's really wanting this queen here. She's so giving, and like she cares, but she takes excellent care of herself first. She never puts herself on the back burner, ever. She does have a healthy sense of self-consciousness. And she connects with God on a daily basis or very frequently to make sure that she's calibrated, she's grounded, and she's not scatterbrained. She doesn't get jealous. She's not driven by money. She's not so focused on her appearance to where she's becoming very vain and conceited about it. Like she always has to look good, otherwise she's going to feel less of herself. That is not what a queen does. There's prosperity, abundance, fertility. The ground that she walks on tends to flourish. And it's also because of her light. It's like I see this queen walking on some barren ground, and her light, her energy, her belief in miracles, as she's walking that barren ground, sprouts start to surface from the barren ground, and then they quickly become trees. It's like she's got this magic about her. It's like that Billy Joel song, She's Got a Way about her. I don't know what it is, but I know that I can't live without her. She doesn't have to say a word either. But it's like the ground that she walks on, it's full of vitality. It's full of nourishment. She's also very good at what she ingests, what she's eating, what she's drinking, self-care routines, all of that stuff. His feminine has been preparing to embody the energy of the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Coins, so that this masculine can look at her like, there's no fucking way I'm going to let this pass me by. This is the catch. This is the woman, the man of my dreams. I'm going after this. Because there's nobody else like her. You're not going to find a person as beautiful, as handsome, as brilliant, as wonderful, as nurturing, as patient, as kind, as generous, as giving as this person. She's the whole fucking package. And he's saying to himself, I definitely want a relationship with that. I don't want just any other whatever relationship. This is what I want. She makes a house a home. She adds to this warmth and vitality in the home, in the family, in the marriage, in the connection. He's better understanding what he really wants. He just doesn't want some hot people. He's realizing that he can have hot men, women. Again, I say he and she. Don't get caught up in the gender. He realizes he can have a hot female. But also have one where the inner beauty is hotter than the outer. Or they match up. He's realizing that somebody could be that hot, that inspirational, that fiery even, but also be someone who can be down to earth. Someone who can be very nurturing, who will give, who will be there for you when the time gets rough, when the going gets tough, and she won't judge you. She won't force anything from you. She will be patient as all hell if you need to do some navigating again, if you need some space. It's beautiful right there. Okay, so I was going to do what do they need to focus on? So they're telling me top of the deck, and they're saying what they need to focus on is going after this feminine. And this is the feminine. Those of you who've done your work, you've been very, very patient. You're not forcing the issue. And you're looking the part. You're acting, dressing, talking, speaking, thinking, drinking, sleeping like a queen. You're not settling for just romance. You want the big shit, which is the God-ordained relationship, the divine connection. Not romantic relationships are not divine connections, guys. That's what I'm being told. God created somebody for you, And you're going to have to do the work and make the choices that are for your highest good. This is what this Lover's card did. Making choices, love and life choices for your highest good. And be in alignment with your higher self, with what it is that you're desiring, in order for you to get this type of connection. She's done a tremendous amount of hard work on herself. She's done a lot of healing. She's done a lot of self-reflection herself, and she's really connected to God, especially when she's out in nature. She looks the part. And the king is not going to settle for anything less than a queen. She has her values, her morals. She knows who she is. She knows her values. She knows her worth. She knows that she's been a queen the entire time. And now she's treating herself like one, which is absolutely beautiful, because I know I didn't do that. I didn't do that for many, many years until I realized by doing my own reflecting, wait a minute. God's like, you're my child. We're all kings and queens here. We just got to do the work necessary to align with that. It doesn't mean that we're already that as default, guys. Because you could say, oh, I'm a king, I'm a queen, I deserve king, queen stuff. Did you do the work? Are you in alignment with that? Are you vibrating at that energy? Do you look the part? Are you patient enough? Are you taking excellent care of yourself, of your health? Are you going with the flow? Are you grounded? She's also a business savvy person. She also has her own business. Maybe in the healing arts or something with nature, something with animals. Conservationist, I'm hearing. She motivates people. She inspires people. She helps people to be healthier in their lives. Whatever. She's doing her own damn thing. She's not focusing on the king. She's not focusing on the emperor. She's not focusing on love. She's focusing on her, because she's preparing for the king's arrival. So avoiding is also vanity, jealousy, driven by money, materialism, work-life imbalance. I got to work. We all know that working a lot causes stress. Your face droops. Your energy starts to tank. Your physical body is affected by it. It lowers your vibration, which inhibits your manifestation abilities. It lowers your vibration, which means it affects your health. And the lower the vibration goes, the more low vibrational things and people you will attract. She does not go that route. She knows she won't attract abundance and prosperity and all these beautiful things into her life. She'll attract more ugly things into her life. Now, there is a sense of, there is beauty in ugliness too. But what I'm talking about, ugly things like, misaligned relationships, unhealthy people, unhealthy situations, a lot of chaos, a lot of angst, a lot of disparity, a lot of combativeness, I'm hearing. A lot of barren energy. That's not what a true Queen of Coins attracts. So with avoiding for this month, guys, really don't go the shadow side of the Queen of Wands and start being driven by money and thinking that you need to do something to alter your appearance, like physically, like, I don't know, I'm hearing Botox or plastic surgeries or things. Now, again, I can't tell you what to do. I really can't. But I'm going to say what they want me to say. When you alter your appearance that way, when it's not done naturally, you're slapping God in the face, because he created you the way that you are. And if you're looking in the mirror and you're saying, like I said, I don't like my hair, I don't like my face, I don't like my eyes, I don't like my smile, I'm too fat, I'm too thin, I'm too short, I'm too tall, whatever this is, and you want to change that, but you want to go have somebody change that for you, you're not loving yourself the way that you should. You're not valuing the vessel, the body that God gave you. You can enhance things naturally, absolutely. You may not be able to change your height. Maybe you got to fix your posture, but you can change your weight. You could do something about eating healthier and cleaner to have better hair, nails, your face glowing, a face regimen, morning and night, whatever, being more grounded, being more mindful, being more in the present. I did say before, what you do in your life does reflect your inner self, reflects your outer world too, right? But what you do internally will also reflect outside of you physically. So be careful with doing the unnatural thing and not knowing your worth. And stop settling for things that don't align with what a queen gets. You only get what you think you deserve. And if you're being codependent on romantic relationships, that's a big thing that needs to be worked on. You won't come into your queen, your king-like power if you start focusing on the romance all the time. God has way better connections than that. Those are the divine connections, the agape level ones. So let's see what your guidance is, what the guidance is for the masculine collective for the month of November 2023. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian Sirians, please and thank you. Okay, they want me to take all of them. We have a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Darkness falls. Within you live the hidden, the things that want nothing more than to swallow you whole. Meat and wine. Your presence in body, tasting the pleasure flowing through your being. Molasses. To move forward, you must know where you are headed, and you also must know what you really want in life. Cacao. You are loved, you are held, and you already are everything you seek. For some of you, this is about you drinking more cacao. I totally forgot about that because I saw cacao at Walmart the other day, and I was staring at it for a reason. When I did a reading for a client, for a student, they got this card, and it reminded me of why I was looking at that cacao bag in Walmart, so I probably have to go and get some. Grieving. The chambers of your mourning are surrounded by nothingness, emptiness, waiting to be seen. St. John's wort and marigold. Against your will there will not be. No entrance, no welcoming. Be gone. Shape-shifting. Number 35. Transformation is not the loss of what once was. It is the evolution of a more powerful self. Amen to that. The bottom of the deck is Fawn. Number 15. Be curious, dear child, and explore the world within worlds. It's almost like Scorpio energy there. So, God, do you want me to do this? They're saying yes. They want me to read all the cards. Darkness falls. Facing your demons, acknowledging false self-compassion. Your higher self chose this card because you have faults and have made mistakes. It's true that some mistakes are more costly than others, but no one lives a perfect life by any means. When you've made a misstep or when your faults put you in a sticky situation, defense mode can feel like a natural response. The wound from feeling less than has likely already triggered self-criticism, doubt, and even anger. And then to also bear the weight of someone else's disappointment, pain, anger, or criticism can feel like too much to carry. Before you know it, darkness has fallen and you're operating from a shadowy place rather than standing in your light and giving yourself some grace. The word grace keeps showing up in my readings. There's somebody here whose name is Grace. If your name is Grace, you really need to be paying attention to these messages. My guides are like so on this right now. You have pulled Darkness Falls because you're experiencing your situation from a dark place and reacting defensively. Every story has two sides, and it may be time to consider whether or not you also share some blame in your current circumstances, hence the self-reflection. It all comes back to you, guys. It always comes back to us. This card does not guide you to view yourself in a negative light, but to act as a neutral bystander who is merely curious and observant. How might you advise a friend who is experiencing similar circumstances? Would you guide them to calm down and take deep breaths? Explain to them how they might be wrong in the situation or even say sorry? You might find clarity and the answers needed for positive resolution once you observe your circumstances from the outside rather than deep inside your shadow. Perhaps you will discover you were right all along, or maybe you will be forced to acknowledge your own faults and your own truths. As C.S. Lewis said, you can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. Number 25. Right? Look, we all make so-called mistakes. Those are lessons to be learned, guys, but we have the ability to change things around. Meat and wine, debauchery, indulgence, pleasure, satisfaction, living in the moment. And that's total Scorpio energy with this darkness falls. Anyway, that's what we're in right now. Your higher self chose this card because you are urgently in need of more play, fun, debauchery. Is it debauchery or debauchery? I think it's debauchery, right? And throwing caution to the wind, of course. Bills need to be paid and you have to put food on the table. But playtime is a basic human need and it contributes to your health and happiness. This need is so often overlooked when you're barely making it through the day and wake up to each new day filled with worry about your jam-packed schedule. You may not even be aware of the breath you've been holding in or the stress you're carrying until you get out and do something fun. Living in the moment can come in many forms, from the most expensive adventure to a good time on a dime. A spontaneous living room picnic or a Sunday drive with your partner can turn into a night of renewed passion. A trip to the beach with your kids or besties and an iPhone can lead the way to beautiful memories you can all reminisce about for years to come. Even a couple of drinks every few months at a shitty bar with your coworkers can help to release the stress of a challenging boss or demanding clients. It's the quality and company that make the experience rewarding no matter what the experience costs or whether it's done infrequently, just as long as you make some time to get out of the everyday hustle and bustle of life. That's so important. You got to have time for play. This is not about all work and no play makes John a dull boy or whatever. It's that shadow side of the Queen of Pentacles. She needs to work, especially if you're like a single parent, you're a mother, you're a single father, whatever. And you have to do all these things for everybody else and work, and do, I have to do work, I have to take care of the kids, I have to do that, blah, blah, blah. And there's no time for you. There's no time for fun. Go take the kids out and do something. Go have some fun. Go do something for yourself. You got to balance your life out. We have molasses right after that. Stagnation, laziness, and lack of motivation. Your higher self chose this card because molasses represents a period of uncertainty when the path ahead isn't clear, and despite your best efforts, you simply cannot seem to move forward. Standing still is very frustrating, but you're in this period of pause so that you can take some time to get a full understanding of where you actually want to go. This card will often visit you after a period of significant but unintentional action. You may have made many choices in haste of late and are coming to regret some of your decisions. Perhaps you said yes too quickly and now wish to back out, or a situation seemed like a worthy gamble but is now turning out to be a nightmare. This card keeps coming out, guys. When the same message keeps coming up, it's a huge warning sign for some of you to pay attention. This is for your highest good. Yes, I understand that we don't really want to hear these things. We don't want to face these things, but the truth needs to be spoken. It needs to be disseminated to help you have a better life, for you to be in alignment with those things that you're really seeking. It may not seem like it now, but this period of indecision is helping you to slow down, gain perspective, be patient, and wait for the right opportunity to find you. You do not chase things, you attract it. That's also what the Queen of Pentacles does. In the meantime, focus on diving deeper into your spirit. Are there mundane tasks you could focus on while you aren't distracted by other things? Perhaps you might consider a practice such as meditation to take your mind off your current problems. You will find the stickiness goes away when the time is right for things to move forward again. This card also advises you not to make any hasty decisions right now. Take care of what you need to, of course, but delay any life decisions until more information comes to hand. And remember, it says again, in the meantime, focus on diving deeper into your spirit. That's King of Wands energy. So the next one is cacao. Number 5, embrace open heart and tenderness. Your higher self chose this card because cacao is such a comforting drink to experience. It's like a hug from your nearest and dearest, and when this card appears, it's a message from Spirit acknowledging any emotional hurt and pain you have felt. Whether you have experienced a breakup, the loss of a loved one, disappointment, or betrayal, cacao reminds you that it is safe to open your heart again. However, do not feel rushed to welcome love from another before you have found love for yourself. This is exactly the mistake that I made so many times. I was chasing. I just wanted a partner, right? I wanted to be in a relationship, in a romantic relationship. And I was attracting people who were reflecting what I was on the inside, and it was not good. Some of you need to really come to the realization of this. Everything stems from you. Okay? And then when the relationship would end, I'd go right into another one. There was no healing involved. There was no knowing my worth and my value. I needed to be validated by somebody else. I needed to be loved by somebody else because I didn't love myself. All that stupid shit. I was very self-conscious about myself. And some people think I'm crazy because I'm found to be very attractive. But listen, even with that, very attractive people have self-esteem issues. I did that. I had that all my life. Okay? I didn't start dating till I was in college, so I thought there was something wrong with me. And it wasn't until I started doing some self-reflection and my counterpart brought that to my attention. So I'm very blessed that he did this, even though it wasn't something I wanted to hear, but it was the truth. I needed to hear it. I needed to value myself. I needed to focus on myself and stop chasing love and stop going after people and having these really crappy relationships. I learned a lot from them all, and I'm very grateful for all of them. But I say crappy in the sense that they were not this at all. Not even close. What does it mean to you to feel loved, supported, and emotionally nourished? This is also about emotional healing from relationships, okay? How would your life look and feel if you loved and accepted yourself unconditionally? Feel your heart with the feelings these visualizations invoke and allow them to gently soften you little by little. This card is also a reminder that you are worthy of being loved. You are not broken, no matter what past experiences might have led you to believe. You are a good, kind-hearted, gentle soul whose light is needed in the world. Please don't allow anyone's poor treatment to prevent you from letting others experience your light. That last line right there, that hit me hard. And I've read this card several times. This is exactly what my person was trying to get me to see. That the poor treatment that I was receiving, I felt that there was an issue with me. That I did something wrong, but what it was that I wasn't shining my light. I attracted that poor treatment because I was treating myself poorly. This is the truth some of you need to realize. And the masculines realizing them about you, this about you and about their own selves. We had a conversation in a text message years ago about this very same thing. He's like, I'm sorry that you went through that. That's not who we are. But you got to be strong and you got to see your own worth and to stop hiding yourself and to shine your light. Nobody in my life had ever brought that to my attention except for my divine counterpart. That's what they do. They get you to shine your light and they get you to really look inside yourself and stop self-sabotaging and stop thinking that you're not of value, whatever, because of how other people treat you, because of the relationships you've been in, or whatever you experience, you have to understand your own value. You have to see your own light within yourself. That's why these connections, while they're challenging, they're so enlightening. They're very inspirational because he helped me to see things that I did not see or I was avoiding, that I didn't want to see. Number 19. Grieving. This card keeps coming up too. Grief, mourning, deep sorrow, and heartbreak. Your higher self chose this card because grief isn't just about the death of a loved one. Mourning is defined as a feeling regret or sadness about the loss or disappearance of something. You can grieve the end of a career, a move from one place to another, letting go of a dream, or seeing your children leave the nest. While grief isn't pleasant, it's important to acknowledge the loss of something or someone that was important to you. Doing so doesn't reduce the love you have for what you've lost, but it does give you a way to let go and move on. To ignore your sadness is to deny a meaningful part of your life story. Grieving is an opportunity to embrace the heavy emotions you have been carrying. This is more Scorpio energy. Express the fullness of your heartache as a tribute to what once was, and then once you have cried, screamed, gotten angry, or sad, your spirit will be free. It's only when you deny your grief that it becomes baggage. Will you feel sad from time to time? Of course. Memories have a way of creeping in, even with a healthy grief process, but it won't be a constant thorn in your soul. You can't allow this sadness, this remorse, whatever, this dark energy, this very heavy energy to linger around for so long, guys, because it really messes you up. That's the only way I can see this. Or the only word that's coming out. 36. St. John's wort. Protection against dark forces repels negative or unwanted energies. Your higher self chose this card because there are some negative energies swirling around you that are affecting your spiritual well-being. See, some of you need to do some aura cleansing. I do offer that as a service. Sometimes it has to be done multiple times. I have to do aura cleansing on myself quite often. It is a beautiful, very impactful form of healing. And I work with the Archangels as part of the healing. There's also music therapy in there too. Music healing, okay? If you're interested in that, go to CapellaWellness.com, go to the Capella Service Suite, and click on the healing section of my website. So, see, some of you, there's stuff around you, unbeknownst to you, that is affecting your spiritual well-being. It's causing this heaviness. It's causing the anger. It's causing the sadness, whatever. There's something that you need to reflect on. It's causing some sort of disruption in your life, of your happiness, of your bliss. You may see this energy manifest in mood swings, nightmares, general low energy, or an unexplained feeling of heaviness. Know that these feelings are not a result of anything you have done, but that they will continue to disrupt your life if you don't take steps to remove the energy that is causing you harm. A lot of you are picking up on other people's very dark, heavy energies. And while it says, know that these feelings are not a result of anything you have done, it's not what you've done. It's also, for some of you, what you're vibrating on the inside. So if you're very low on the inside and then you're attracting these low energies from these other relationships on the outside, your aura is shrouded in negativity, in dark energy that needs to be cleared. It needs to be cleansed. You can also do a chakra healing to start the process, but I highly, highly recommend the aura reading with the aura cleansing session to obliterate this stuff. Okay? And over time, if it comes back, you've acquired more energy, or you're still dealing with those people that you shouldn't be dealing with those low vibrational energies, and you got to do it again. Because not every aura cleansing is the same. It's like with me, okay? The way that God wants me to do my aura cleansing, it's not the same as it was before. Take a few moments to think about when you feel this energy the most. Does it tend to happen just after visiting a particular person or location? Do you feel this way at work or at home? Most people are not aware of how much energy they steal or the ways in which their low vibration affects others. It's important to hold space for the people you love and care about by listening and supporting them through tough times. But when a relationship becomes toxic, you may need to take extra steps to protect your energies. If St. John's wort and marigold should fall out of the deck reversed, it's a sign that someone is intentionally causing you harm. Someone may be spreading venomous gossip, sabotaging your work, or going out of their way to make you feel small and unworthy. Know that this is their low vibration and has nothing to do with you. Low vibrations are just that, beneath you. Pay them no mind, but take steps to defend yourself if it comes to a point where they are gaining traction with their maliciousness. Now, I don't think it came out in the reverse, but they wanted me to bring that to somebody's attention. 35. There's a lot here, guys. There's a lot. And this is happening because this needs to be paid attention to. Shape-shifting, adaptability, transformation, evolution. Your higher self chose this card because you are evolving, my dear. And this card is confirmation that all your hard work and challenges are worth it. Now, some of you, this is what's happening now because you cleared out all of this stuff. Others of you, this is encouragement for when you clear out all this stuff. You are beginning to see what all of your recent hardships have been for and how they have shaped you into the person you are now becoming. This is why this is necessary. It's never easy to experience loss or setbacks, but at least you can take comfort in knowing they were preparation for your developing greatness. Your recent circumstances have made you more wise and practical and better prepared and able to manage tough situations. Your level of what's possible, what you're capable of dealing with should be expanded now, and you can enjoy the additional layers of a complexity which only give you more interest and experience. Hold your head high and step fully into this new expanded reality. Rather than complaining about what you've lost, shift your focus on celebrating what you have gained. Pat yourself for making it through. Then begin to imagine what you can do now that you have less baggage weighing you down. This is where you can get to when you do all of this work. And then the bottom of the deck is the Fawn card. Innocence, learning, educating yourself, leaping into an adventure. Your higher self chose this card because Fawn is a gentle animal energy to work with, but its soft nature does not take away from its powerful wisdom. This woodland creature invites you to explore your innocence and see yourself as a blank canvas on which anything is possible. A new adventure is waiting, and all that's required of you is a little effort and practice. And patience is what I'm hearing. Soon a hesitant step on weak legs will turn into a giant leap of strength and graceful power. The Fawn card guides you to explore new ways to express yourself. You may consider taking a course, learning a new hobby, going on a physical adventure like backpacking through Europe, or even trying something new in your hometown, or trying something new, period, to do with your healing. No experience will be wasted, as each new adventure will provide more self-awareness and sharpen your knowledge of your likes and dislikes and the things that make you feel alive. Deer are always ready to take a leap, to get out of danger, or pounce on an unexpected opportunity. I heard that somebody either hit a deer recently, or you almost hit a deer, or you live in an area where you see a lot of deer. Remain vigilant and do not second guess yourself when the moment arrives to jump. This is a lot. But it's necessary because it's part of the healing, it's part of the spiritual growth. We're going to get a card from my deck, my self-care deck, my Star Interior Power deck. It is available for sale if you're interested. It's in the description box below. The link to purchase this, that is. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian Sirians, please reveal to us for highest good. What guidance do we have for this collective for the month of November? For the masculine collective, please and thank you. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Look, balance. 999, an important phase or cycle in your life is coming to an end. To bring more balance, some of you are already balanced because some of you, your masculine is coming after you. Yep, told ya. 10-10, union energies are very strong right now because the masculine is getting ready to start the initiation stages of the union. It's at the bottom of the deck. That's for those of you who are already balance. You've balanced your masculine feminine energies your entire life. You are in a complete state of flow. Everything is just working out for you like clockwork. And because of that, this cycle phase in your life of you, feminine, being on your own, it's about to close out because divine union, the permanent one for some of you, is about to happen. You can't make it up because we got union at the bottom and union at the bottom. Divine union right here. Sacred. All right. Look what's after that. This requires patience. You are aligned. Alignment with that soul connection, with your higher self, with healing. Takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of time. Doors are opening up for you at the top of the deck. You're still addicted to this. Let go. Some of you, there's still things you need to let go of. And that reflection is going to help you come to terms with what it is you need to release. Some of you get very defensive over certain things. A divine feminine, a queen, doesn't get defensive. She'll stand up for her beliefs. She'll seem like she's being defensive with the firepower there, but she doesn't like throw shade on people or call people idiots or things like that and say, I'm always right and you're wrong, blah, blah, blah. No, that's not what a queen does. It's not what an empress does. It's not what a divine masculine does either. Let's see what the affirmation of the month is for the masculine. For the month of November, Holy Spirit. Today I am brilliant. Today every idea I have is creative, thoughtful, and full of potential. See? Today I am grateful. Today my heart is filled with joy. I see the positive in everything today. Bottom of the deck. Today I feel optimistic. Today I will see the beauty and goodness in the hearts of every person I interact with. Let's get your self-care tip for the month, because self-care is so important. Wellness is everything. It's a major part of my mission. Without you taking care of yourself, without the wellness piece of this, it will affect your alignment. What is the wellness tip for the masculine collective for November, Holy Spirit? Woo! You got a lot. Dust off your apron and bake a cake. If you're a Capella member of mine at the Sunstar tier or higher, this is double confirmation of this. Spring clean and tidy your home. Do some decluttering. Clean the house. Clean the room. Plan a holiday so you have something nice to look forward to. I did get a strong energy about taking trips and stuff. This masculine may very well be planning a romantic trip for the both of you. Okay? Maybe for the holidays. For those who are aligned. Screen-free activities. Get lost in a book. Have a few areas of the house where technology is off limits. Enjoy the moment of spending quality time with people. Set times to start with to get used to this. Go out after work if you didn't manage to go out during your work break. Start a new DIY project. Do it yourself. A lot of stuff this month, masculine. Hello, it's me. I was wondering when you'd like to meet to go over everything. Every time I see this card, it's the Adele song. Hello. A lot of songs are coming through this. Have a go at calligraphy or creating a fun handwriting style. It doesn't have to be that, but there is something about writing. I'm hearing creative writing. Okay? So we're going to get a massage from the masculine. Oh, that would be heavenly. Thank you very much. And so it is. We're now going to get a message from the masculine to the feminine. What message does the masculine have for the feminine for the month of November 2023? Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian, Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Don't forget that I also do personal readings for these types of connections. I do twin flame sessions every month. If you are part of the Sunstar tier or higher, I do personal readings during those lives as well. If you need one, there's a whole bunch of things that I offer for the counterparts. I have packages that help you understand your masculine, your feminine, to help the feminine to get into alignment, a whole bunch of things. I miss you tremendously. It brings me to tears sometimes. So this could very well be for some masculines who are aligned, feminines who are aligned. The masculine's missing them so much. It's like, I need to do something about this. I can't just keep missing them. I can't just keep thinking about them. I need to, you know, like this molasses card is now the card at the top here. I need to pick up speed. I need to do something about this because missing them isn't really going to do much of anything. Your ascent keeps following me. See, there's this, that kind of probably what you know, ignites their wand, so to speak. They're smelling you everywhere. You have this very natural, beautiful scent about you. I'm hearing for somebody's masculine, you may have like slept in their bed, or you sat on their bed, or you sat on a blanket or something, covered yourself in a blanket, and that smell is still on there of you. They may have never washed it because apparently it still smells like you. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but that's what I heard. Okay, that is what I heard. We did it. We are ready for harmonious sacred union. You can't make it up for some of you. Words cannot express how grateful I am for you. I truly am. Look how beautiful that is. Today, I am grateful. Today, every day, the masculine is grateful for this connection, for this feminine, because of what it's taught them. It's brought about a lot of emotional healing, all this heartbreak and loss and divorces and things from, you know, relationships. Even the relationship with self, guys. Relationship with yourself is very important. It's at the top. I'm afraid to speak my truth. I'm working on this. And because this is Gemini energy, there is something of communication coming from the masculines who are ready. All right? They've been working on that too. I see my world inside your eyes. Okay? I'm trying to ensure our new life together will be harmonious. Give me time, because it has to be harmonious. You have to have a harmonious life, a flowy life, and so do they, in order to have harmonious, sacred union. You cannot have any drama, any crazy shit, any anger, any bitterness, any like dark energies around you. Everything around you, your relationships, your own life has to be harmonious, and they have to get that in their life straight too, in order to have this. This is harmonious, sacred union. Alrighty. So I pray that helped you. Don't forget to check out CapellaWellness.com for my memberships, for my tarot packages, a whole bunch of things. If you have questions about what package to purchase, what reading you need, what membership you think will benefit from you, come and find me. I will give you an honest answer, because I always go to my guides and I consult them first before I go deliver that guidance to you on what package, what reading, what membership to purchase, okay? We can make a plan. I've done this with other students of mine where I say, okay, we're going to start with these readings, or we're going to start with this package, and then after we get that done, we'll move to this, and I suggest the guides to suggest this. I'll work with you to better have a more streamlined method of how you're going to go about doing your healing, your shadow work, all these types of things. All right. So my email is also in the description box below. If you download my free mobile app, you can actually, you know, look into more of my own personal life as how I best navigate my energy and things that I do every now and again. You can also get free weekly readings, and you can even directly chat with me in the free mobile app. Okay, it doesn't cost anything, obviously. I don't bombard you with things. I just keep you guys in the loop. I make announcements when I'm going live on YouTube, or getting you guys heads up on some things that are coming down the pike. I am going to make some big announcements for some things. So you may want to be, you don't want to miss out on that stuff, because some of you may very well benefit with what I'm guided to do for the month of November, okay? Yeah, I mean, even the Twin Flame support group sessions, guys, they could very, 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 very well benefit you alone, okay? Even if it's just a membership, and that's Sunstar tier or higher. Some of the other memberships do have coaching as well, all right? So, yeah, don't hesitate to reach out to me if you have any particular question about anything, all righty? That concludes my reading, guys. Thank you so very much for watching this video, for subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today and always. I send you so, so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starring out. But actually, I lied, because my guides told me if you're still here, because I'm getting Sagittarius season with this card, I'm also getting the full moon in Gemini. The full moon in Gemini does occur during Sagittarius this season. There is something about unions are going to happen or going to be activated or going to be started. That masculine may take action, may communicate during Sagittarius season or around the full moon in Gemini. All right? That's what I just picked up on. So if you stayed here until now, you just got a big bonus. All right? I love you with the love of Christ. I'll see you next time. Bye.